For just £5 a month, you can get early access to all of our podcast episodes, copies of our script, access to further information, and that is just the tip of the iceberg. Head over to patreon.com/Sunday Night Mystery. £5 a month. That's cheaper than 15 minutes of parking at Bristol Airport. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, isn't it? Welcome to Sunday Night Mystery, where we delve into the depths of the unknown, exploring the darkest corners of unsolved crimes. I'm Brett, and tonight we uncover the chilling case of Barry Rubery, a retired farm labourer who met with a tragic end in the quiet village of Iron Acton in South Gloucestershire. It was April the 28th of 2010 when Barry Rubery returned home from a dinner at a Masonic lodge in Bristol. He had no idea that this would be his last night alive. What should have been a peaceful evening turned into a nightmare. As Barry stepped into his home, he walked straight into danger. His ankles and wrists were bound, his home ransacked, and his life brutally taken. But who would commit such a heinous act, and why? In police reports, it says there were no signs of a struggle outside, and evidence that Mr. Rubery had been dragged from his garden into his home at Crossing Cottage in Iron Acton. His ankles and wrists had been bound together with electrical flex and cable ties. Years have passed since that fateful night, yet justice remains elusive. Despite extensive investigations, police appeals, and even arrests, the truth remains shrouded in mystery. But tonight, we revisit the case, seeking answers that have long evaded us. Barry was described as a loving father, grandfather, and a pillar of the community. His son Phil said his absence had left a void that can never be filled. The family is still searching for closure, for justice. Some reports believe Barry stumbled across a burglary in progress, and the perpetrators, fearing they would be identified, resorted to violence. But Barry was initially attacked in his garden, outside of the property, so this seems strange. Who were they, and why did they target Barry? Surely it's a huge leap from burglar to murderer, let alone to torture your victim and ransack their home. Police believe the attackers could have been lying in wait. The grandfather of 6 never made it into his home and was dragged inside by the perpetrators of this act of violence. Officers said the former farm worker was attacked so ferociously that he may have been specifically targeted. He was found in his porch at 8 a.m. the following day by a friend. His wrists had been bound together with large white cable ties and then tied with a long extension lead to his ankles. There was clear evidence of a struggle in his back garden, and a post-mortem examination later confirmed he'd suffered fatal head injuries sustained in a violent assault. Although his home had been subject to a thorough search with drawers opened and emptied, a loft disturbed and a picture concealing a safe removed, very little was taken apart from Barry's Nokia 3310 mobile phone and a set of keys. Items of value were left behind, including cash, jewellery, and the safe. The investigation has uncovered intriguing leads pointing towards Barry's involvement in a dispute at a storage yard he owned. In the weeks leading up to his death, Barry was described as being uncharacteristically short or distracted, and he made reference to problems at the yard, which included a dispute. Investigators still need to know what this dispute was about and who it involved. Was this conflict the catalyst for his demise? Who were the individuals lurking in the shadows of Crossing Cottage that fateful night? Andy Mott, the senior investigating officer, responded when asked for an update on the investigation that despite the best efforts of the police, the case remains unsolved. A number of appeals for information have taken place through the years, and there's a £20,000 reward being offered for information. To qualify for the reward being offered by the independent charity Crime Stoppers, you need to contact them directly on 0800 555 111, where all information is provided anonymously. Investigators have appealed to anyone with information asking, did you see any suspicious vehicles parked near Crossing Cottage that night? In particular, did you see a Land Rover or a black Mitsubishi L200? Were you somehow connected to this crime in any way? Maybe this is something that went well beyond your agreed involvement. Or perhaps you haven't previously come forward because of fear or misplaced loyalties. Are you concerned about the change in behaviour of a friend or relative or anyone showing a particular interest in this inquiry? It's also been suggested that a gold Masonic pocket watch, a Makita drill and an extension lead were taken. What happened to these items? Do you hold any additional information that might help police identify Barry's killers? Even information or detail which may seem small or inconsequential could prove to be vital in helping solve this horrific crime. The events of that tragic night continue to haunt the village of Iron Acton, but through perseverance and determination, we could bring closure to the Rubery family and justice to Barry. As we reflect on this harrowing story, let's remember the victims, those whose lives were cut short by senseless violence, and their loved ones seeking answers, still hoping for justice. But amidst the shadows of uncertainty, one fact remains clear. Barry Rubery was more than a victim. He was a father, he was a grandfather, a friend, a man whose life was abruptly stolen, leaving behind a legacy of loss and missed opportunities. The untimely death serves as a reminder of the darkness that lurks even in the quietest corners of our world. Join us next time as we continue to explore the enigmatic realm of Sunday Night Mystery. Stay safe, and until next time, keep questioning, keep searching, keep unraveling the mysteries of our world. Time, like a merciless predator, marches on, leaving behind shattered dreams and broken promises, yet amidst the shadows of despair, glimmers of hope still remain. Join us next time as we delve into another chilling mystery that continues to confound investigators and haunt communities. Until then, stay vigilant and never forget those who've been lost to the shadows. I'm Brett, and I'll see you next time on Sunday Night Mystery. For now, stay curious, stay vigilant, and be sure to guard yourself against the darkness that surrounds us all. I'll see you next week on Sunday Night Mystery.